Hi everybody, it's Honest John. In my last video I talked about corporations and how I was going to deal with them if I'm elected president. So I find myself having to make a special video just to deal with one particular type of corporations, and that is the oil companies. There's no doubt big oil rules. They own a lot of politicians and they get to do pretty much what they want. And I realize they are an important industry. But they're not the only industry. There are a lot of other industries that get damaged when oil companies screw up. Ask the people who make their living fishing in the Gulf or in tourism in the Gulf if they think that deregulating the oil industries is a good idea. They have to be ridden herd on. So here's what's going to happen in that area. Oil companies are going to be heavily regulated. We're going to make sure that safety systems are redundant as far as these gizmos that are supposed to prevent oil blowouts. Not just one, but 2 and 3 are going to be installed in each well. We're going to make a blowout close to impossible. And inspections will be frequent and unscheduled. And if they fail the inspection, they'll be shut down until that failure is corrected. And why are we still fighting oil spills with the same technology that was used in the 1970s? Obviously, it's because the oil company couldn't be bothered to do research to find better ways. So, all oil companies will pay into a fund that will be dedicated to funding better ways of preventing and dealing with oil spills. And foreign companies will have to do the same. If they don't want to pay for the research, then they don't get to play. Their contracts will be assigned to other oil companies. And that oil that they take out of the ground is not their oil. It's our oil. It's the American people's oil. And they are supposed to pay royalties on it. But those royalties are routinely waived. If I'm elected, I will have a meeting with the oil company heads. And we'll decide whether they're going to continue with the oil royalty waivers. They will have to agree to contribute to the research that I mentioned before, and they will have to agree to keep oil prices within a certain range for a period of time, and then that can be renegotiated along with the waiver. I will cap speculation to a level that keeps prices stable and does not send prices skyrocketing wildly. If they refuse, we end the waiver. As far as subsidies and loopholes go, oil companies will be treated like all the other corporations. All subsidies will be reassessed. Loopholes will be closed. And it will never happen again that an oil company makes massive profits and pays no taxes. See, we're going to pay off our debt. This America will pay off its debt. And we will also use the money to do research in alternative energy sources. It's just a fact that one day there won't be any more oil. We don't have to wait for that day to finding sources that will replace it and be less damaging to the planet. So that's my promise. Thanks for listening.